Hello, you beautiful middle of the night, early morning babies. You're adults. Babies aren't watching. They could be up though. Welcome. Still going strong. Improvathon 2020, all online, just for you. Raising money for Huge Theater through Give to the Max Day. If you are able and have the means, we are taking donations at hugeimprovathon.com. We've already passed the $13,000 mark, which is so exciting. If you're awake, now is the time to donate because everyone else who's in their right mind is sleeping. I need to get a suggestion, some help with the suggestion for this next group. If you could put in the YouTube chat, what is something strange that you might find in an apartment that would help us out with this next set, which is going to be great because these amazing folks came to us and were like, yeah, I'll do 3 a.m. improv. Why not? Because they're magical. We're so grateful for them. Please welcome the apartment. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone. We are the apartment. My name is Duck Washington.
My name is Eric Thompson.
And what we're going to do for you is a duo improv form that all takes place in one location. We're going to be in one apartment. We might move forward and backwards in time, but we will always be in this same space. It'll get wacky. It'll get weird. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And it looks like we have some suggestions of some things you might be surprised to find in an apartment. I see Marathon. I see Space Blanket. I see Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, yep.
Very, very awesome stuff.
That's great. That's great
awesome
stuff.
Well, everyone, we hope you enjoy the apartment.
We open on a spacious 2-bedroom apartment.
The year is 1957.
The living room is all natural wood for the walls and the ceiling and the floor.
On the back wall, there are the mounted heads of very exotic creatures.
There is a barbed wire military style crawling path in the way to the kitchen.
Jeremiah,
Huh?
we're running out of space in this place.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
What?
You're right. We can hardly find room for anything.
I mean, how in the blue blazes are we supposed to efficiently train the next group of super soldiers in here?
We've already got the divider between them and the kitchen. So if they ever want a snack, they got to work for it. It's important. You got to work for it.
We have 12 cadets coming today, and they're gonna have to run the course in here. And I'm just a little embarrassed that we don't have more room for them to run over things.
Well, we're on a budget. And when you're on a budget, you turn an apartment into an obstacle course.
But we have a reputation to uphold. I mean, the don't touch the floor, it's lava competition is known worldwide. And when we were living in that other space last year, it really worked. And I'm just afraid they're going to see this new space and they're just going to think that the don't touch the floor competition is just not what it used to be.
Well, we already glued all those rocks and stumps onto the floor in the second bedroom. What more do you want from me?
Jeremiah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame you for what's going on. I'm just expressing my concern,
right.
about our situation.
Mm-hmm.
Since the bank pulled our loan, we had to move into a simpler place.
That's true. And we had to adopt all these cats to, get those government checks to help fund everything else.
you know, and it's great that we have those cats too, because you know, when I worry about whether or not this is going to be successful, I can just pet on one of those little kitties' heads and say to myself, it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. You're going to be good and successful, and and the world is going to love you, even if your parents didn't. And that makes me feel better.
It's okay, Mike. I love you.
You
We'll
know, I
get through
love you
this.
too, Jeremiah. I love you too, and I'm sure this is going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
When we bring that trophy home, you're going to make your parents proud. I promise.
You know, I don't care about making them proud. I just care about making you proud. I want you to look at me and think that you have a partner that you can love and respect,
I
you
do.
know, especially after what happened last fall.
That was a dark time.
It was.
And
We
the
cut
last fall,
back. We cut back to last fall, where there isn't nearly as many obstacles on the floor.
I fell again.
You fell again.
Yeah. There there aren't half as many obstacles here as there were in the last place, and Mike, I fell again.
Jeremiah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we've got months for you to train and practice.
I I don't think I can do it.
Look, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you seem upset. Why don't you have a seat over here on the couch? All right, and we'll cover you up in the space blanket.
Okay.
It'll keep you nice and warm. Now, I don't want you to worry about falling, okay? Because Jeremiah, I have a confession.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm super embarrassed to tell you this, Jeremiah, but
It's okay, Mike. You can tell me anything.
well, I went down I went down to the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and and they had these little barriers up outside of the store, and I was like, that's a good practice ground for no, don't touch the floor. And so I got up on these barriers, and while I
Mm-hmm.
was doing my little balancing act, a little kid pointed his finger and he said, Mister, you're being silly. And I looked at that kid and I was like, no, no, you're being silly. And he said, Mister, you're just a little poo poo head. And I was like, little boy, who are you calling poo poo head? And he said, you, Mister. And then he took his ice cream cone and he threw it at me, and it bounced off my head, and I lost my footing. And one of those beams I was balancing on, it went right up there. And and that little boy just laughed. And it was the most embarrassing thing I ever witnessed.
Now, Mike, you listen to me. You listen to me good. We are in a respectable profession. Training people for the don't touch the floor competition, that is hard work. That is hard work, and that is time that we put in. And you can't let anyone take that away from you, because I will always stand there on that barrier next to you, because I know you'll always be standing there next to me.
Well, thank you, Jeremiah. That's really encouraging to know. Also, I don't think I'm going to be sitting on any of the furniture anytime soon.
I can respect that. We cut to 4 years later when a new couple is moving into the apartment. This this is such a unique place. Ah,
Blair, I have to confess that this place has some of the more bizarre furnishings I've ever seen in
I
an apartment.
know, Benjamin, this is exactly what I've always wanted.
This is really what you want?
I mean, it's not so much this, it's that this is different. You walk into every apartment and the walls are white or beige or taupe or eggshell, and I can't tell the difference anymore. Like, look at this beautiful wood.
Yeah,
It's
I mean there's beautiful wood, but there's also a yak's head on the wall. A yak's head.
I want to name him Frederick.
You want to name the yak Frederick?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what about I think that's a mole. I'm not really sure. I'm not really up on my ground rodents.
Do you want to name the mole Benjamin?
I don't want to know. I don't want to name the mole, Blair. Look, I
Okay,
just this just seems a little eccentric to me. Is all I'm trying to say.
I understand that. But where else are we going to find an apartment this big at this price?
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be something though. We just if we just go downstairs and hop in the Volkswagen, we can take that. We can take that to go explore. Like, do you really want to live in with the what is that? A llama? A
I
llama
think it's
head
a
looking at
llama.
you while you're eating your breakfast?
I mean, we don't have to eat out here. We could always just crawl under the barbed wire into the kitchen and have a nice little nook in there.
So Blair, that's another thing. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
so I just want you to imagine we bring your parents here for the first time, right? We bring my
Right.
parents here.
Okay.
If we wanted to show them the dining room, they have to crawl under barbed wire.
I
Like
don't
that,
I don't understand.
like your dad has a bad back. You think he's really gonna get under there very successfully?
I mean, if he wants to eat, I'd say probably.
Oh, okay. All right. So they can get through the barbed wire, but but
Mm-hmm.
um but listen, it's this is more about us, I think, than the apartment, right? Like
This
we
is
seem
too big of a
split
step.
and divided, and I don't want us to be split and divided. I want us to both be excited. And I know that you're excited, but I'm having trouble being excited.
Benjamin, are we moving too fast?
I don't think it's that. I think it's there's yaks. It's not that I mean, I love you. I want to
Yes.
spend my life with you, but there are yaks and llamas and moles on the wall. There's barbed wire between the living room and the dining room.
To be fair, Frederick did not ask to be in this situation. I want you to keep that in mind.
I'm sorry.
I will concede on the mole. I'm
Can we just I don't know. Look, I'm sorry. I'm making this whole situation worse. Look, Blair. I'll tell you what.
mhm.
The mole's name is Michael.
I knew you'd love this place.
I'm not going there, but I love you, and I can learn to love this place if you're here.
That's a start.
We cut to the year 2017 when a realtor is showing off the apartment. Yes, so you can see this place has a lot of really exquisite features.
What are some of the more unique features? I mean, I read the pamphlet. I know 2 bedroom, full bath, yada yada, also yada.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to live, Mr. Samuels? Have you ever wanted to live in a place that had its own climbing cargo net in the boudoir?
I'm listening.
Yes, you can scale the walls and dive into the mattress. Very exciting, very piratey. I think it's going to be a totally unique feature. And I know that you said you were looking for a place that said unique.
That's true.
All right,
You know
let
what
me
they
tell you
say, if
about
it's
some.
unique, it's not like anything else.
So that's right. It's not like anything else. And let me tell you some more about the exquisite features of this
Mhm.
apartment. If you go into the bathroom, there's an amazing set of what are almost like parkour, like wall climbing steps, so that you can get from the shower to the exit without ever having to step on the cold tile. Doesn't that sound adventurous and fun?
It does, but that clashes a bit with the recreation of the Sistine Chapel ceiling in the bathroom here.
Yes, that recreation was added actually just a few years ago. We had a tenant who was also into things that were just exotic and rare, and thought the Sistine Chapel, you don't see that every day in a bathroom.
I
And
suppose
these steps help you get a closer look at it.
I suppose that the climbing wall would make it easier to reach the ceiling to paint.
I do have to let you know that um, there have been previous deaths in this apartment.
Oh,
And so it has like that turns off some buyers, but I have the feeling that this makes this place have a little bit more of a story for you. It
murder
turns
and
out they
natural.
used to hold a strange sort of a marathon in here, where cadets would come in and they'd have to do an obstacle course through the apartment without ever touching the floor. And
Hmm.
apparently, this did result in at least three people dying over the course of 5 years in the 1960s.
Oh, accidental or was there foul play?
It's actually really hard to determine. I mean, I suppose you would have to be there to know.
I suppose so. We cut to the fourth annual Do Not Touch the Floor marathon in this very apartment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth annual Do Not Touch the Floor Marathon, which is taking place in this apartment. Obviously, this tournament took place for several years before it was moved into this apartment, and now it is filled with danger. It is filled with intensity, and it is filled with you. Let us meet our returning champion. Hey, Samuel Davis. Samuel Davis has won the last 3 years of the marathon. Samuel Davis, thank you for being here at the Don't Touch the Floor Marathon. Can you please let us know a little bit about what your strategy is this year?
Well, first off, thank you, Rod. It's so great to be here with you. I love to hear your coverage of these fantastic events. I suppose the first aspect of my run is going to be stick to the basics. Don't touch the floor. Now, the
That seems
tricky
pretty
part,
basic.
after studying this course, I've noticed that in the second bedroom, if you can make the jump, there's a way you can cut out about 15 seconds there.
Oh, really? I
It's,
suppose you don't want to share those secrets with the other competitors.
well, hopefully they'll figure it out after seeing me successfully do it. It is a bit of a long leap, but I think I can make it.
So, Samuel Davis, I just want you to know that we are behind you. Everyone in this whole building is behind you. We are so grateful that you're blessing us with your athleticism, skill, and talent.
Oh, you're too much, Rod. Thank you so much.
So now I have to ask because I know people want to know, is there a special lady in your life?
Vanessa, honey, this one's for you.
All right. Well, congrats to Vanessa and apologies to all you other beautiful ladies out there. Now, Samuel Davis, if you are ready, you should go ahead and take the course.
All right.
And he's off, ladies and gentlemen, he's off. He's on the sofa. He's over onto the bathroom slide. Oh, he's up and down on the teeter-totter next to the buffet. And oh no, what happened? Samuel Davis has landed smack dab in the middle of the iron spiked floor. This is a lava. Don't touch the floor first, ladies and gentlemen. Our first sacrifice. And the gods are happy. The gods are happy.
Yay! The gods are happy indeed, friends. That was amazing. Put your clap hands together in the chat and in your hearts for the amazing Duck and Eric of the apartment. So great. From 3 to 3:30, you amazing achievers. Thank you so much. We're going to keep this improvathon rolling with the next group. Butch is going to pop in and introduce them, all still right here on YouTube, all still for Give to the Max Day, donating to Huge Theater if you are able. We would be so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.